Welcome back. Getting ready, and you got to stick around for this. We've got Beyonce getting slapped in the butt. We got a guy bringing a pony into a liquor store, and the pony takes a poop in the store. And then we got a wedding party that takes a dip in the water. All that, and who's going to help walk us through all that? John Murray back with us, editor-in-chief, always A-List.com. He's an A-lister for us. Let's start with Beyonce. John, and check this out. The fan, okay, she's in Copenhagen. Concert's going on. I think we have the video. And Beyonce is going back and forth. And what do you think this guy's thinking, John?
He wants to see if she's, Mike, he wants to see if she's really bootylicious. That's what he was trying to do. But let me tell you what makes me nervous about this video, Mike. What makes me nervous is when Beyonce doesn't like how you act,
and there it was,
she bans you from her shows. She didn't like the way the photographers took photos of her at the Super Bowl, and after the unflattering images came out, she's banned them from her tour. If this keeps happening on the road, she'll ban all the fans. It'll be her, the band, the dancers, in an empty arena, and we'll have to all pay to watch it on pay-per-view.
Now, I thought she handled this well. She stopped and said, I'll get you thrown out of here. Didn't get him booted. Kind of a warning there. But you're just like, what is this dude thinking? He's going to slap her in the butt and there's not going to be any repercussions? Let
me tell you, he ought to be glad that Jay-Z wasn't there. Now, he might be the guy next door rapper now who hangs out with the President of the United States, but he wasn't always. I mean, you slap Beyonce on her donkey booty, you might end up in a donkey ditch somewhere.
Well, that is the truth. Lucky he was not there. Hey, and by the way, he has slapped her butt on stage. They're married, for crying out loud. This dude is not married. You don't do that.
He put a ring on it.
Well played. Nice job. All right, let's move on to the wedding party. They take the plunge. John, it's Patricia Andrews, Frank Fearon, and look at that, 27 people. It's after the wedding. Nice day here in Georgia, and in they go. How about that? And then they start laughing once they find out everybody's okay.
Let me tell you, Mike, I'm glad everybody is okay, but they almost put the till death do us part portion of their vows to the test really early. I mean, can you imagine those guys having to return those rental tuxedos back to the shop with a little algae on their legs, smelling a little fishy? The only people that were probably happy were the bridesmaids because they could take those ugly dresses off, and they really gave them excuse never to wear them again.
John Murray, an A-lister, he is on fire. Really painting the picture there. You're going with the algae in the leg of the pant of the rented tux. All right, finally this one. I know this one's your favorite. The dude, he said he did it on a dare. He brings his Shetland pony into the liquor store. And I said Shetland, by the way, because the pony, well, a little number 2 there for everybody to enjoy, right, John?
Mike, let me tell you, this is the thing that jokes are made of. Have you ever heard the one about the man, the pony, and the liquor store? I mean, the guy gives new meaning to, wait for it, horsing around. He's my wackadoo of the week. I mean, instead of taking his horse to go drink from a trough somewhere, he took him to a liquor store to get him, what, some Don Julio tequila, some Hypnotic or something? This guy is truly crazy and has a rap sheet longer than that horse's hair on his tail.
Yeah, by the way, the Shetland pony's name, Willy Wonka. Left a little bar there on the floor for everybody. You gotta love it.
It's the thing jokes are made of.
Better believe. And they called the cops, by the way, made the owner come back and clean it up. So just desserts for him. John, again, great work. Nice job. The Shetland pony, Mike. Everybody. What a way to wrap it up. All right, again, we're talking about Justin Bieber. And again, this is not to bash him, but I'm sure many of you are concerned. Latest confrontation, Justin Bieber versus former NFL star Keyshawn Johnson, played wide receiver for the Jets, the Cowboys, and the Tampa Bay Bucks. So here's the allegation that Keyshawn Johnson is coming out of a party. He notices Bieber speeding through the neighborhood, breakneck speed in his Ferrari. So Keyshawn then chases him down in his Prius, chases him to his house, just wants to talk to him. Ends up that Keyshawn does not talk to him because Bieber runs into his house like a scared cat. Never has any kind of confrontation at all with Keyshawn Johnson, who said he just wanted to talk to him. 2 other people called the cops as well. That's just part of the troubles for Justin Bieber as of late. Let's go back to March 1st. It's his 19th birthday. His good buddy, Jaden Smith, who's just 14, can't get into some club because of his age. So Bieber's upset about that, tweets out, worst birthday ever. And then it gets a little more serious as we go. March 5th, the outrageous fans in London. He's 2 hours late for a concert. Even more serious, March 8th, he's ready to have a throwdown with the paparazzi. Let's watch that.
Watch out, give us some space, guys. We gotta
Okay, easy, just tell about soaps. That's a soap.
You're in our way.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
You're beat the
Let's bring back John Murray, editor-in-chief, always alist.com. What's going on with this guy? John, you concerned or what?
Let me tell you, Mike, initially, I thought Justin was in that phase of his life, the Miley Cyrus, don't treat me like a teenager, treat me like an adult phase.
Right.
But now he's really starting to seem like he's going the way of Lindsay Lohan, which could really be problematic. So he's at this point in his career where he can either make a right turn and become Justin Timberlake or make the left turn and become Bobby Brown. And if Bobby Brown was here right now, he would tell him, Justin, you don't want this life. The bad boy thing does not translate into longevity. Let it go.
Great point. And Timberlake, he's the standard bearer, right? Make that right turn, to John's point. I want to go over through a couple of the other things, a couple of the allegations here, John. March 26th, the altercation with the neighbor. In the backdrop of that one, the neighbor's allegedly mad because Bieber is speeding through the neighborhood in a Ferrari. And that's the one that concerns me. You're going to kill somebody going, what, 80, 90 in a neighborhood, and he allegedly spit on the guy's
residential. And I don't know if you've ever been in any of these private neighborhoods in the Hollywood Hills, but the streets, they move like this. They're, you know, it's all these mountains and stuff. So, and you can barely see going around the corner. So I can understand why Keyshawn Johnson, who had his children with him, he took his children home and then went to Justin's house to deal with the dramatic driving through the neighborhood. All I know is this. He's going to really have to put those dance moves to use if he's going to keep ducking and dodging his neighbors who are coming to kick his little butt because he doesn't want to act right. Like, he's going to keep getting in trouble. He's going to ultimately get deported. And we're going to see if all his little believers are going to travel to Canada to see him in concert because he won't be getting back here if he keeps getting in trouble.
You know, hey, guys, let's listen. I had a chance to interview Justin Bieber's mom, Patty Millette. Great lady. Wonderful, grounded, faith-filled woman, and one of the questions I asked her, are you concerned? I mean, we're not talking just about a star, we're talking worldwide phenomenon. That's her son. John, let's listen to a little bit of that. Are you concerned for him at all? That fame will get him someday? That all the trappings will be too much for him? Are you pretty confident?
No, sure, at the beginning I was really worried. You know, you see and hear all these horror stories, but he's been surrounded with some great people. He's made a lot of great choices, and I just trust that he's just going to continue to make them.
Mom is trusting. Who's around him? Who's a good voice in his ear that would say, knock this crap off, Justin? Is anybody there to tell him that right now?
Well, let's start with the guy who discovered him, Usher, who we now know is a judge on The Voice. You know, Usher did a recent interview where he said that Justin's behavior, you know, it's because he's a teenager, it's because he's young. But we've got to stop dismissing his actions due to his youth. He's spiraling out of control. He needs to take accountability because he's going to burn a lot of bridges. People are booing him. You saw what happened at the Billboard Awards a week ago. They booed him during his acceptance speech. He does not want to turn off the fans because this is a fickle entertainment climate. Once they turn on you, they might not turn back in your favor.
Let's listen to that. Speaking of the Billboard Music Awards, I was surprised to hear about it. I didn't see it firsthand, so let's watch it together. Again, Justin Bieber getting booed. All right, there you heard it again. So what's your advice? If he walked into the room right now, John, what are you telling him to turn things around? Again, I like the guy. I hope he does turn things around and make the right turn that you're talking about. But what would you tell him?
Let me tell you, he's filthy rich. A group of people that love him need to take him on a vacation. Go sit down somewhere. Calm down somewhere. Really look at what you have. And do you really want to lose it? Look at the people who've had what you had and did lose it. Look at Lindsay Lohan. Look at Amanda Bynes. Look at Chris Brown. Hello, get Bobby Brown on the phone. You can have it all and it can be gone. Cherish it and act right. And stop speeding in your neighborhood.
Yeah, that's the one that's so concerning, man. He hits someone, kills someone. His life's changing forever, and nothing is going to take that back. John, great work.
Absolutely.
As always. Thanks again.